Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today, we'll be going over my Big Ten predictions for the upcoming college football season. So, we'll just be going over my predictions for each team, where they'll finish in each Big Ten division, their final record, and who they're going to win or lose to. So, the Big Ten is split into two divisions, the East Division and the West Division. And while it's called the Big Ten actually has 14 teams. So, there's 7 in the East and 7 in the West. The Eastern Division, to start off, we're going to go right with that. Starting off, I think Ohio State will finish first. They start their season September 4th. Which is a week from Saturday. They play Minnesota. C.J. Stroud replaces Justin Fields at quarterback, and he's only played one career college game. Ohio State does get two excellent receivers, Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson, back. I think Ohio State will finish the regular season with a record of 12-0, and after the Big Ten championship, a record of 13-0. With a win in the Big Ten championship, and I'll get to who they're facing in 1 minute. Number 2 in the East, I think, is Penn State. I think they're going to have a bounce-back year after going 4-4 last year. Penn State kicks off their season September 4th against Wisconsin. They have quarterback Sean Clifford returning, and running back Noah Cain is also returning, and he's looking to build off a strong second half of last year's season. I think Penn State's final record will be 9-3, not including a bowl game. None of these records include bowl games, just season predictions, like regular season plus conference championship. So I think their record will be 9-3, with losses to Wisconsin, Auburn, and Ohio State. Finishing third in the Eastern Division of the Big Ten, I have Indiana. They played to a 6-2 record last season. They kick off their season September 4th against Iowa, and I think they will finish their season with a record of 8-4, with losses to Iowa, Cincinnati, Penn State, and Ohio State. Fourth in the Big Ten Eastern Division, I think, will be Michigan. They start their season September 4th against Western Michigan. Coach Jim Harbaugh is on the hot seat. Michigan's last few seasons, last two specifically, haven't really been that great, especially last season. 2019 was decent, 9-4 record. But last year's record 2-4 was horrible. I predict them to have a 6-6 record. I think they're going to lose to Wisconsin, Northwestern, Michigan State, Indiana, Penn State, and Ohio State. Fifth in the Eastern Division, I think, will be Maryland. They start their season September 4th against West Virginia. I think they're going to have a record of 5-7, with wins against Howard, Illinois, Kent State, Michigan State, and Rutgers. Finishing sixth in the Eastern Division, I have Rutgers. They start their season September 2nd, which is a Thursday, against Temple. I think Rutgers will finish the season with a record of 4-8, with wins over Temple, Delaware, Michigan State, Temple, Delaware, Michigan State. I think Rutgers will have a 4-8 record, with wins over Temple, Delaware, Michigan State, and Illinois. Now to Michigan State, I think they will finish 7th and last in the Big Ten East. They start their season Friday, September 3rd against Northwestern, and I think they will have a record of 3-9, with wins against Youngstown State, Purdue, and Western Kentucky. In the Big Ten West, I think Wisconsin will win the Big Ten West and lose to Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. Wisconsin has quarterback Graham Mertz returning after last season. He had a pretty good season last year. They start their season against Penn State on September 4th. I think their final record after the conference championship will be 11-2, with the one regular season loss coming to Notre Dame. Number 2 in the West, I think, will be Iowa. They start their season September 4th against Indiana, and I think the record will be 9-3, with losses to Penn State, Iowa State, and Wisconsin. Third, I think, will be Minnesota. They start their season September 2nd against Ohio State. I think their final record will be 9-3 as well, just like Iowa. But I put Iowa above them because I have Iowa beating Minnesota. I have Minnesota losing to Iowa, Ohio State, and Wisconsin. Fourth, I think, will be Northwestern. They start their season September 3rd against Michigan State. And I think their record throughout the season will be 8-4, with losses to Michigan, Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Now, those 4 teams I think they'll lose to. Those are in 4 consecutive games. So, a tough stretch for Northwestern. So, I have them being undefeated up until that point and then losing 4 straight. Number 5 in the West, I think, will be Nebraska. They start their season this Saturday, August 28th, against Illinois. That's the reason I'm doing this video today. This week, not next week, because their season starts... The Big Ten technically starts this Saturday, with the Big 12, ACC, and SEC not starting till next Saturday. The Pac-12 also starts this Saturday, and I will do my predictions like this for the Pac-12 tomorrow. I think Nebraska's record will be 5-7 with losses to Oklahoma, Northwestern, Michigan, Minnesota, Ohio State, Nebraska, and Iowa. Sixth in the Big Ten West, I think, will be Purdue. Their season starts September 4th against Oregon State. I predict them to finish 3-9 on the season, with wins against Oregon State, UConn, and Illinois. And last in the West, I think, will be Illinois. I think Illinois will finish their season with a record of 2-10. They start their season Saturday against Northwestern. And I think they start their season against Nebraska on Saturday. And I think their season, they'll have a record of 2-10 with wins against UTSA and Charlotte. So tomorrow I'll be doing my Pac-12 predictions just like this. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you agree or disagree with any of my predictions. If you think one team's going to win a certain game that I had them losing, just tell me in the comments. Or if you think one team's going to be better or worse than I expected, just tell me in the comments. So like, subscribe, comment if you agree or disagree and why. And I will see you tomorrow for my Pac-12 predictions.